Now, the greatest radio shows of all time.
Suspense.
The Shadow Node.
Washington calling David Harding, counter-spy.
Classic radio theater.
The Great Gildersleeve.
Fibber McGee and Molly.
Dragnet. Gunsmoke.
The Lone Ranger.
Now, step back into our time machine with your host, Wyatt Cox.
Good evening, friends of the Inner Sanctum.
CBS's answer to Dragnet, The Lineup, starring Bill Johnstone and Wally-Mayer. This originally broadcast 72 years ago, February 1st, 1951, The Grocery Store Matter. We thank you for tuning in on this Wednesday, and of course you know what that means. This is the first day of February, 32nd day of the year, 333 days remaining till we get to 2024. New York City, the Supreme Court convened for the first time in 1790. Auburn University chartered as the East Alabama Male College in 1856. Texas seceded from the Union on this date in 1862. Julia Ward Howe's Battle Hymn of the Republic, published for the first time on this date in 1862 in the Atlantic Monthly. Thomas Edison finished construction of the first motion picture studio in West Orange, New Jersey. Of course, West Orange, thought of today as the highlight of movie production. No, the Black Maria, that was done on this date in 1893. New York City's Grand Central Terminal opened as the world's largest train station back in 1913. Of course, it was Grand Central Terminal, never Grand Central Station. That was not the name of it. Let's see, what else do we have happened on this date in history? Oh, the Royal Canadian Mounted Police began operations in 1920. Shooting began on Gone with the Wind on this date in 1930.
You go. Where shall I go? What shall I do?
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
Gone with the Wind on this date in 1939. 4 black students staged a sit-in at a lunch counter in Greensboro, North Carolina in 1960. The Doobie Brothers released their album What Were Once Vices Are Now Habits in 1974. Their signature hit song, Black Water, was on that album. Director Roman Polanski skipped bail and fled to France on this date in 1978 after pleading guilty to charges of engaging in sex with a 13-year-old. 1979 convicted bank robber Patty Hearst released from prison after her sentence was commuted by President Carter.
I think mostly that. I've learned a lot about people. I've been around a lot of different kinds of people, had to handle lots of unusual situations, and for someone my age, I've been through an awful lot.
Patty Hearst released from prison on this date in 1979. David Letterman began an 11-year run as the host of the NBC program Late Night with David Letterman in 1982. The Chief Judicial Magistrate of Bhopal, India, declared Warren Anderson, ex-CEO of Union Carbide, a fugitive under Indian law for failure to appear in the Bhopal disaster case. In Portland, Oregon, on this date in 1994, Tonya Harding's ex-husband, Jeff Gillooly, pled guilty for his role in attacking figure skater Nancy Kerrigan. Space Shuttle Columbia disintegrated during the re-entry into atmosphere on this date in 2003, killing 7 astronauts.
I was here this morning with the families of the astronauts and their friends. It started out as a pretty happy morning, awaiting the landing of STS-107, and we had highly anticipated their return because we couldn't wait to congratulate them for their extraordinary performance and their excellent efforts on the science mission on this very important flight. They dedicated their lives to pushing the scientific challenges for all of us here on Earth. And they dedicated themselves to that objective and did it with a happy heart, willingly, and with great enthusiasm. The loss of this valiant crew is something we will never be able to get over, and certainly the families of all of them. We have assured we will do everything we can possibly do to guarantee that they work their way through this horrific tragedy.
NASA Administrator Sean O'Keefe, among those passing away on that flight, Michael P. Anderson, David Brown, Kalpana Chawla, Laurel Clark, Rick D. Husband, Willie McCool, and Ilian Ramon, all passing away as a part of the Space Shuttle Columbia disaster. And a little more silly, Janet Jackson exposing her breast on American television during the halftime bowl of the Super Bowl on this date in 2004, prompting the Nipplegate controversy.
I just want to say one thing about the halftime entertainment, which we found offensive, embarrassing to us and our fans, and inappropriate.
Isn't it interesting to hear NFL Commissioner Paul I'm Too Tall Tagliabue, as he was referred to by many, talking about the halftime show being offensive, and I don't know if it was an accident. I don't know what Justin Timberlake and Janet Jackson had planned, but I can tell you this. What's going on in the NFL these days, to me, is much more offensive than that incident was. Passing away on this date in history, in addition to the crew of the STS-107 Space Shuttle Columbia, author Mary Shelley, columnist Hedda Hopper, actor Buster Keaton, the percussionist and bandleader Mongo Santamaria, Don Cornelius, probably remembered most as the host of Soul Train. How am I doing? Ed Koch, mayor of New York City, used to say that. How am I doing? And Screech from Saved by the Bell, Dustin Diamond. That was a weird thing when he passed away. Okay, born on this date in history, Victor Herbert, John Ford, auto manufacturer Enzo Ferrari, the fine actor Clark Gable, actress Hildegard, also Don Everly of the Everly Brothers. He was the last living member of the Kingston Trio, Bob Shane. He has passed away a couple of years ago at the age of 86, but Bob Shane of the Kingston Trio. Dr. Hook and the Medicine Show's Ray Sawyer, Sherman Hemsley from Good Times and Amen, journalist Jessica Savage, musician and composer Rick James, actor Brandon Lee, and passing away just a few weeks ago, Lisa Marie Presley, the daughter of Elvis. She was 54 years old, and she passed away just a few weeks ago. The very funny Garrett Morris, 86 years old today. You probably remember him, Billy Mooney. You remember him as the little red-headed freckled boy on Lost in Space? He's 69 years old now. And yes, he's also done his musical work, too, with Barnes and Barnes. Audrey from Twin Peaks, Sherilyn Fenn, 58. Comedian Pauly Shore, 55. Brian Krause from Charmed, 54. Dexter in the television program Dexter, Michael C. Hall, 52. Big Boy from Outcast, hey ya, hey ya. Big Boy, 48 today. Brittany in the TV show Glee, Heather Morris, is 36. MMA fighter Ronda Rousey is 36. One Direction's Harry Styles is 29. Those some of the people celebrating the first day of February as their birthday. If this is your birthday.
Hi, we're the Four Freshmen, and we just want to say happy birthday to you.
From 72 years ago, February 1st, 1951, Bill Johnstone, Wally-Mayer in the lineup on this Wednesday Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Thank you for tuning in here to your favorite radio station. Classic Radio Theater family, you know our friend Mike Lindell has a passion to help everyone get the best sleep of your life. He didn't stop by just creating the best pillow. He created the best bed sheets ever. They look and feel great, which means an even better night's sleep for me because, you know, I'm working like 67 hours a day. Now, Mike's offering the best deal on his Giza Dreams bed sheets ever. You can get a set of Giza sheets for as low as $29.98. You'll never want to sleep on anything else once you slept on a set of Giza Dream sheets. A special offer for you right now. You can get a set of Giza sheets for as low as $29.98. Call 1-800-928-4715. Use the promo code Wyatt. Or go to mypillow.com, use the promo code Wyatt. It's good on anything on the website. That number again, 1-800-928-4715. Use my promo code Wyatt. The success of Dragnet on radio and television prompted CBS to try to come up with something to counter it. So they came up with The Lineup. It aired on CBS radio from 1950 to 1953 and on CBS television from 1954 to 1960. Now, the radio version depicting the investigations of Lieutenant Ben Guthrie, played by one of the guys who played the Shadow on radio. That was Bill Johnstone. And Wally-Mayer, until his passing, portrayed Sergeant Matt Greb. This would be Wally-Mayer's last radio hurrah as he passed on December 27th, 1951. Okay, now we go to the February 1st, 1951, and an episode of The Lineup, The Grocery Store Matter, here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox.
Ladies and gentlemen, by transcription, we take you now behind the scenes of a police headquarters in a great American city, where under the cold, glaring lights will pass before us the innocent, the vagrant, the thief, the murderer. This is The Lineup.
Just take any one of the seats. Right here's fine.
Hi, Ben.
Hello, Coin.
How many you got?
6.
All in the robberies?
Yeah. I don't think we'll get much, though. I'm pretty sure the boys we want don't have a package.
May I have your attention, please? You people out there on the other side of the wire in the audience room.
Oh, okay, sure. I'll see you in the office later, huh?
Right.
Thank you. My name is Greb, Sergeant Matt Greb. I'll explain the lineup to you. Each of the suspects you will see will be numbered. I'll call off a number, their name, and charge. If you have any questions or identifications, please remember the number assigned to the prisoner as I call his name. At the end of each line, when I ask for questions or identifications, call out the number. If you're sure or not too sure of the suspect, have him held. The officers who took your name will assist you. They're seated among you. Please be prompt with your questions or identifications. When the prisoners leave here, they are sent to the bathroom and dressed back into their jail clothes. It makes it quite difficult to bring them back after they leave here. The questions I ask these suspects are merely to get a natural tone of voice, so do not pay too much attention to their answers, as they often lie. Bring on the line. All right, keep it moving right over to the end of the stage. Right over here, boy. That's right. Okay, now face front, hands to your sides. Come on, give me a little room up there. Now look, boys, this is a big room. You'll have to speak up so everybody can hear you. A lot of people out there, and they all want to hear what you got to say, so keep your voice up. Okay, number 1, Joel Webster, robbery. Where do you live, Joel?
717 and a half west of 108.
Is that a hotel, a house, or what?
Hotel.
Has it got a name?
Yeah, Ashton Arms.
Who were you arrested with?
Nobody. I was arrested alone. I wasn't with nobody.
Any weapons?
No.
Didn't you have a knife?
Yeah, but I wouldn't call it a weapon.
Well, what would you call it?
A knife. Just a knife.
How big a knife was it?
Oh, about this big, like this when it's open.
About 8 inches?
When it's open.
It was open when you were picked up, wasn't it?
Yeah, it got open.
Okay, number 2, Leonard Palms, robbery. All right, Leonard. Don't look at me, look out at the people.
Can't see him.
What?
Nothing.
All right. Where do you live, Leonard?
Just got to town.
Okay, where have you been staying?
In your tank. I just got to town 2 days ago. Been here maybe an hour. I pull a job. I get picked up. I've been here for 2 days. That's where I've been staying.
Where are you from?
California, San Bernardino.
You mean San Bernardino?
Yeah, San Bernardino.
Were you arrested with anybody?
Yeah, I was arrested with another guy, George Lumpkin. Right here, number 7. We're buddies.
How long have you known him?
Kids together. Lived in Purdue, San Bernardino, over on D Street, right behind where I used to live. Known him 20 years, huh, George? Yeah, about 20.
Any weapons?
No, we never pulled nothing like this before. We got rolled on a train.
Oh, you came in by train?
Yeah, boxcar, rods. In the boxcar, a couple of guys piled on and rolled us. We needed dough, so we grabbed a purse, but we never done nothing like that before. Huh, George? See?
Okay. Number 3, Carl Young, robbery.
Now, how about it? Any of these men?
Where do you live, Carl?
889 South Fuller.
Now, have him talk up, Matt, please.
Right. You'll have to be louder, Carl.
889 South Fuller. I live there.
You always wear glasses?
Yeah, I don't have to all the time, but I do.
Take them off. Keep facing the front. What you got to say it to the people out there, not to me.
Yes, sir.
You working, Carl?
No, sir. Not in 6 or 7 months.
What do you do when you work?
Gardener. Sometimes anything. Odd jobs and things.
Any weapons?
Yes, sir. A gun.
What kind of a gun?
32 Smith & Wesson.
Blue steel, nickel plate, or what?
Nickel plated. I had it for about 10 years.
You own a car?
No.
Were you arrested with anyone?
No.
Where are you from, Carl?
From here. I've been here all my life. I was brung up on the south side. I wish I wasn't from here.
Now, how about it? Recognize any of these men?
All right, number 4. James Newton, robbery. Where do you live, James?
309 Green Lawn.
Now, remember what I said about talking up?
309 Green Lawn.
That's better. Where's that, James?
South side, over near Garvey Hill.
Who were you arrested with?
3 fellas. They're in the other room. Guess in the next line.
Who are they?
A fella named Bleeker. Another guy named,
Hi, Ben. Oh, you look a little tired.
Yeah, a little.
No identifications?
I didn't think they would. These boys don't have records.
Well, they're sure gonna have. 8 robberies in a month.
Yeah, got good descriptions.
Yeah, they follow a pretty uniform M.O. Gas stations, all-night markets.
Yeah. The best we can do is stake out every all-night market and try watching as many gas stations as possible.
That's a big order.
Sure is. You're with me tonight.
Okay.
We've got the west side market over on Fountain. You better go over and check out at Thompson just in case we're lucky.
Lucky. It's 2:30.
Yeah. I'm sure getting tired of sitting here.
88. If you see the humane officer, have him make a code 6. 78, a 502. Proceed.
What are you going to do tomorrow?
I gotta go qualify if I want to keep my rating.
Well, you rate expert, aren't you?
Yeah. $8 a month.
Well, it's my day off, too. I think I'll go along.
I'll pick you up.
Okay. About 10?
I'm picking Quine up, too.
Yeah, he's a good shot. Darn good.
I gotta get up there.
47, a 501.
My last qualification was in February.
43, make a code 6 on that.
February?
Yeah. Boy, what did you start yawning for?
You know, I hate guys who pick on all-night spots to stick up. We've already been here 4 hours.
Well, one thing these guys aren't consistent about is the time they pick. Liable to be anywhere from 11 o'clock to 6 in the morning.
Oh, swell.
KQRA 231.
Huh? My watch is fast.
Attention all units in Area Q.
Here's something.
All units in Area Q. A 211, code 4 at the Wheeler Market. 608 South Chestnut. All units in Area Q.
Well, this is what we've been looking for. Our boys have started using their guns.
Ambulance is on its way.
Okay, take it away.
That's Asher.
Quine's inside talking to the manager.
Okay. All right, let us through, please. Let us get by, please. Come on.
Who'd they haul off in the ambulance?
Manager's son.
Oh.
Hello, Ben.
Hi, what happened?
This is Mr. Bishop. He runs the store. This is Lieutenant Guthrie and Sergeant. Grab Mr. Bishop.
I've got to get down to the hospital.
That was his son in the ambulance.
Yeah, Asher told me.
Please, I should be with Jack.
It was the 4 men we want, all right. They came in, held up the cash register girl.
Oh, is that her?
Yeah, the one crying. They asked for the money, and Mr. Bishop's son went for a gun under the counter.
He wanted to protect the store. He wasn't afraid of them. Please, I've got to get down and see how he is.
Asher?
Yeah, Ben.
See that Mr. Bishop gets down to the hospital. Get him there fast.
Sure.
Thank you.
Car's out this way.
Get a statement when he feels like it.
Yeah, okay.
Now let's go talk to the girl.
Okay.
Her name's Wilson. Jean Wilson. Engaged to the son.
I see.
Miss Wilson?
Yes?
This is Lieutenant Guthrie. He'd like to talk to you.
All right.
Miss Wilson, did you get a good look at the hold-up men?
Yes. Oh, it was just terrible. I've never been in a hold-up or anything. It was just awful. When that one man shot Jack, it was just terrible.
You could identify the man who shot Jack, though, huh?
Yes, I could identify him. I think I could identify all of them. All but the one who stood by the door.
There were 4 of them?
4, yes. I got a good look at 3 of them. 2 of them came right up to the cash register. The one stood right over there by the vegetable section, but I'd recognize him.
And the 4th, he stood by the door?
Yes, right over there on the right side. I didn't see him until the 2 men who walked up to me took out guns and told me to give them all the money in the cash drawer. And then I noticed the one standing by the door, just sort of out of the corner of my eye. He had a gun, too. I was scared to death, and Jack, well, he was standing.
Jack was standing right behind her. When the hold-up boys showed their guns, Jack reached for a gun his father kept under the counter. It's still there. He never made it.
Boy, I'm really tired.
Yeah, me too. Been a long night. 4:30.
Wonder how Mr. Bishop's boy's doing.
We ought to hear soon.
February 1st, 1951, the lineup on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. The news from 72 years ago today is next. Thanks for spending part of your Wednesday with us here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. We're listening to an episode of The Lineup as it was originally broadcast Thursday, February 1st, 1951. In the newspapers of that Thursday 72 years ago, these were some of the headlines. Strong communist forces ordered a heavy assault on the Central Korean front early today and threatened the complete encirclement of an American-French regimental combat team. The strong enemy forces, believed to include both North Korean and Chinese troops, opened their attack north of Yeoju, 34 miles east of Suwon, with the bugles blaring that usually precedes a communist assault. A regiment combat team normally consists of between 3,000 and 5,000 men. The enemy infantrymen began their charge, then in rapid succession, more troops hit the Allied perimeter from the northwest, the west, the south, and the southwest. The government sought a federal contempt of court order yesterday to halt the fast-spreading strike of railroad switchmen and ordered that shipments for the armed forces be given priority. The Defense Transportation Administration ordered the railroads to put an embargo on freight that cannot be moved through yards tied up by the current walkouts. The DTA also directed that military shipments be given preference over the freight to the extent that such shipments can be gotten through. The 2-day walkout of switchmen has crippled rail service in all major sections of the country. The government yesterday eased its 5-day-old wage freeze for 475,000 coal miners and perhaps many thousands of others caught in the federal crackdown on inflation. Simultaneously, the Office of Price Stabilization prepared an order lifting the price lid on coal prices to match the wage boost. By a 6-3 vote, the Wage Stabilization Board approved all wage raises agreed upon by the January 25th wage freeze date, provided the raises applied to a pay period beginning February 9th or earlier. At first, board members were undecided whether the new order would apply only to a $1.60 a day wage hike for 400,000 soft coal miners, or also take in a similar raise for 75,000 hard coal miners. Last night, the board's executive director ruled that it be applied to both. The way was cleared yesterday for the full UN General Assembly to brand Communist China as an aggressor in Korea and a study of punitive measures to be directed against Peiping. The Security Council removed the last legal barrier to to final indictment of Mao Zedong's regime, expected to be voted on Friday by the Assembly. The Council voted unanimously to remove the Korean aggression item from its own agenda, thus leaving the Assembly free to act. Snow and ice storms struck the nation over a wide area yesterday. Snow covered a vast area of the Midlands, from the Rockies to Michigan, and began falling in New England. New York City hit by swirling snow, and all available snow fighting equipment was ordered out. Well, Mrs. Betty Wolfe, who is separated from her husband, Jack, testified in a London, England court that he lay in wait for her as she left a movie, seized her, and tried to put his lips to hers. She tore free and ran. Said the judge, they are still one in law until there is a legal separation order, and how can you assault yourself? And he dismissed the case. And in Chicago, Mrs. Eleanor Frank told her 3 brothers someone picked her pocket while she was out shopping. Well, the thieves better look out. The brothers are Rudy Friedel, a detective assigned to the Confidence Squad, which specializes in this work, Alfred, a policeman with extensive experience in pickpockets, and Edwin, an investigator for the Chicago Transit Authority who, you guessed it, deals with pickpockets on trolleys and buses. Those some of the day's top news stories as reported in the newspapers of Thursday, February 1st, 1951, on your radio, the continuance of the lineup here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox.
Hey, wait a minute, I gotta wash up.
Yeah, me too. Oh.
Matt?
Huh?
Want to lift home?
Yeah, please. Are you still going out to the range at 10?
Yeah, I got to. I have to qualify tomorrow, or I don't qualify at all.
Yeah. I sure wish we'd get these guys.
Oh, we will. Might take a while, but we will. Sooner or later, they'll make a mistake. We'll get spotted, and we'll get them.
Yeah.
With the descriptions we've got from all the witnesses, somebody's got to spot them.
Hi.
Oh, hello, Asher. How's the bishop getting?
He's dead. Huh? Died 10 minutes ago. I took Mr. Bishop home. He didn't feel much like making a statement. Well, let's take a look.
Yeah, I felt like I was waving at a bus.
You got a 98, Ben. Waving at a bus.
That's what I felt like.
I wish I could wave like that.
97, Matt.
Hey, how about Quine? We got a bet.
I'm counting it up.
You might as well pay up now, boy. I feel it today.
The Annie Oakley of the 16th precinct.
99, Quine.
What?
You see? Come on. Pay up.
You probably made a deal with the range master.
Come on, I hate Welshers. Let's have it.
Okay. Here's your dime. Wait a minute. You want to double it on the time fire?
20 cents?
20 cents.
How are you going to eat next week?
20 cents. You want it or not?
You want in on this one, Ben?
Sure. I'll get in on it.
Okay.
First half of rapid fire. Load and lock. Fire on third bell.
Wow. Oh, here comes Asher.
Hello, Asher.
Hi.
Hey, boys all look pretty mean.
Second half of rapid fire. Load and lock. Fire on third bell.
Hey, you look pretty good, Ben.
Yeah, he waves, and every time he does, he shoots a 98.
They got 2 of the hold-up men.
Oh, they did?
Come on, Matt.
Hey, wait a minute. You say they got the hold-up men?
2 of them. Phillips had a rookie out in the car. Spotted 2 guys in a parking lot, stealing some stuff out of the back of a car. A couple of young guys. Phillips and this rookie named Crockett picked them up.
That's wrong. They got 2 of the hold-up men. Phillips and a rookie picked them up.
They didn't even figure that they might have been part of the hold-up gang.
Caught them stealing something out of the car, huh?
What? Well, they took them in, shook them down, but not very well.
They were bringing him up the back way when one of them pulled a hideout gun. There was a fight on the steps. A rookie got both of them. One dead and the other's dying. I just left Phillips' family.
What happened to Phillips?
The one with the hideout gun killed him.
February 1st, 1951, the lineup on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. The conclusion follows these messages. Now, on Thursday's Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox, we will have science fiction in a way you would never expect. Suspense from 70 years ago, February 2nd, 1953, Plan X, starring Jack Benny as Zeno the Martian, who is sent to meet the first rocket from Earth to land on his planet and to put Plan X into effect. This would be the third of 4 appearances by Jack Benny on Suspense, and of course, Elliot Lewis making all that happen. Suspense tomorrow on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. But now the conclusion of the lineup, starring Bill Johnstone, Wally-Mayer, February 1st, 1951, 72 years ago today.
The second floor, please.
Yes, sir.
Hello, Guthrie.
How are you, Doc? Sergeant Graham.
Yeah, I know the doctor.
Yeah, how are you, Sergeant?
Okay.
Your man's in here. Bullet severed the cervical spine. He's in bad shape. His partner's in the morgue. Jacobs? Jacobs? He was talking 10 minutes ago. Jacobs. This is Lieutenant Guthrie Jacobs. He wants to talk to you.
Jacobs, we want to know where we can find your other 2 partners.
Where's Eddie?
He's dead. You killed a policeman, Jacobs.
I don't know nothing.
You killed a policeman, and we know you're one of 4 men who've been pulling off those robberies. We got Eddie, and we got you. We want to know who the other 2 men are.
I told Eddie we should have left those cars alone. Small time.
The other 2 men, Jacobs.
No good, Eddie. Let's get out of here.
One of you killed that boy in the grocery store. Now tell us who the other 2 men are.
He doesn't know what he's saying. You won't get anything out of him now.
We gotta find those other 2.
Sorry, Sergeant. He's in a coma.
Okay. I'll put a man on him in case he comes to and wants to talk.
He'll need an oxygen tent if he's going to pull through.
Well, you think he'll make it?
I doubt it. That slug went in crazy. Right in his hand, up his arm, and through his body. Must have hit his arm out straight.
That's right. Pointing a gun.
I'm going to see about the tent.
Hello. Robbery, please.
I talked with Crockett, the rookie. He's just sick about it.
Hello, Quine. Guthrie. I want a man up here to stay with Jacobs. No, he's in a coma, but he may come around. I want a man here. Yeah? Yeah? Well, what's the address? Just a minute, wait. Give me that pencil, Matt, and that pen.
Here.
All right, go ahead. 445 North Elm. Okay. His uncle, huh? Ketchel? Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah. Well, Matt and I'll take it. Yeah, bye.
What's up?
They got an address on Jacobs. 445 North Elm. Lives with his uncle, Mr. Ketchel.
Well, things are getting hotter.
Which way, Lieutenant?
Down.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Ketchel?
Yeah.
Police.
What do you want?
We'd like to talk to you.
Okay, come on in. Place is a mess. Excuse it. Yeah, we can sit in here. It ain't so dirty in here. How about a drink?
No, thanks.
You don't mind? I'm going to have one. Just grab a chair.
We want to talk to you about your nephew.
Yeah, I figured. Sure you won't have a short one?
No, thanks.
Lousy cough. Had it for a month. No, more than a month. Had the lousy thing since December. Cheers.
Your nephew's in the hospital.
He is?
He was shot. He killed a policeman.
Killed a cop, huh? How do you like that? Well, he ain't no nephew of mine. I'm not really his uncle. My wife's nephew. She's dead. I brought him up.
He was with a friend, Eddie Klein.
Yeah, just like Jake. No good. Knew Jake would get thrown into jail sooner or later. Never thought he'd kill a cop.
We're looking for 2 more of his friends.
2 more?
Your nephew?
He ain't no nephew.
Jacobs and Klein, along with 2 other men, started holding up stores and gas stations a week ago.
Holding up stores and gas stations?
Yeah. And we want to know where we can find the other 2 men.
And sticking up places. Kills a cop.
And a young boy who worked in one of the stores.
You got to get me another drink. Yeah, you sure?
No, thank you.
He never was any good. I brung him up. His family died when he was 3, I think. Wife's sister. Come to live with us. Wife died 10 years ago. Never could do anything with him. Yeah, he's been getting in trouble. Now those kids making all kinds of racket. I call them. Hey, cut that out! Cut it out! Little brats. Yeah, they beat that dishpan all day.
Look, Mr. Ketchell, can you help us on the other 2 men?
Well, one of them would probably be Willie Harris. They run around together.
Where does Willie Harris live?
A rooming house over on Maple, next block. Don't know the address, but it's in the middle of the block.
All right, thanks, Mr. Ketchell.
Sure. Kills a cop, sticks up stores. They get much money out of these stores?
Quite a bit.
Never showed none of it around here. So long.
a 459 at Lincoln and Washington.
Yeah, this looks like the place. Rooms.
88, code 6.
That's us.
88, code 6.
88, roger. Let's go, Matt. I'll use the phone in the rooming house.
I wonder what's up.
If Willie Harris lives here, I'll want to call in anyway. And if he's one of the boys that...
Yes?
The police.
Oh, is something wrong?
Does Willie Harris live here?
Why, yes. Has he done something?
Is he in?
No, hasn't been in since yesterday.
I'd like to use your phone.
Well, all right. Has Willie done something? You're going to arrest him?
We're not sure. We want to talk with him.
Where'd you say that phone was?
Oh, right in there on the stand.
Thanks.
Wouldn't be a bit surprised if Willie's done whatever you think he's done. I've never liked him.
Has he had any money in the last 2 weeks?
Yes, he's paid some of his back rent. I don't know where he got it. He isn't working.
Hello. This is Guthrie. Thanks. It's Quine, Matt.
Willie Harris came into some money this week.
Oh? Much money?
Yeah, paid his back rent.
Yes, he hasn't been...
hello, Quine. Yeah? Oh, yeah? Well, look, we're over at a rooming house. We got a lead on a guy named Willie Harris. Might be one of them. Yeah, well, we'll wait. Yeah, they might just show you now. Okay, yeah. Now, the hold-up. Same M.O., only 2 men this time.
You think Willie was one of them?
Might be. If you don't mind, we're going to wait here in case he shows up.
Everybody's out. The men are staked around the block. I just talked to Quine. He's spotted across the street in the alley. Did you find anything?
Yeah. Slugs from a 38. No gun.
Say, it was a 38 that killed that Bishop boy.
Mm-hmm. I'd like to find some of that money.
Huh? Somebody came in.
Yeah, it's coming up here. Get over by the door.
Don't move! Look out! I got it. Here's your 38.
Okay, get up.
Hey, what is this?
Where's your partner?
What do you mean?
Eddie's dead. Jacobs is dying. Where's your partner?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Shake him down, then.
Hey, look.
Stand still,
Wait a minute, will you?
Here, Ben.
It's a nice bundle of dough.
Oh, I want it. I want
You
to
just
play
held up a gas station on Lincoln Boulevard.
No, I didn't.
That kid in the grocery store died.
Oh, now, wait a minute. Will you wait
We
a
got
minute?
a dozen witnesses who can make an identification on you.
I didn't shoot that guy in the grocery store. I didn't shoot him.
Who did?
Oh, Frank. Frank shot him.
Frank who?
Frank Woodard.
You and Frank held up that gas station?
Yeah.
Where's Frank now?
He went home. 618 North Wilton. He was tired. He was going to take a nap.
Get up.
He said get up.
Hey, what?
Grab
what
him,
you
Matt.
doing?
Grab him.
Let go, will you? Let go.
Sit there to get under the pillow. And a bundle of dough.
You busted me.
Get up, you're not.
All right, all right.
Get your pants on.
All right. Who told you where I was, Willie?
Yeah, Willie.
Look, you can't prove
Can
nothing.
Come on, let's go.
What about a shirt?
Leave the pajama top on. We'll give you a whole new outfit downtown.
Okay.
Any trouble?
No. You can have him, Quine.
Oh, here, this is yours.
What for?
60 cents. Matt and I got 96 in that last round of rapid fire. You had a 98.
The lineup, where before you pass the innocent, the vagrant, the thief, the murderer. Listen again next week when we again bring you The Lineup.
May I have your attention, please? You people out there on the other side of the wire in the audience room, may I have your attention, please? Thank you. My name is Greb, Sergeant Matt Greb. I'll explain the lineup to you. Each of the suspects you will see will be numbered. I'll call off a number, their name and charge. If you have any questions or identifications, please remember the number assigned to the prisoner as I call his name. At the end of each line, when I ask for questions or identification,
The Lineup, starring Bill Johnstone as Lieutenant Ben Guthrie and Wally-Mayer as Sergeant Matt Greb, is written by Blake Edwards with music by Eddie Dunstetter. Featured in tonight's cast were Hy Averback, Gil Stratton, Vic Perrin, Sam Edwards, Jack Moyles, Gene Bates, Herb Butterfield, Tony Barrett, and Virginia Gregg. The Lineup is transcribed in Hollywood by Jaime Del Valle.
February 1st, 1951, The Lineup here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Thanks for making us a part of your Wednesday. Please thank this station, support their advertisers, and as always, we hope you will take a moment to visit our webpage at classicradio.stream. Stream our shows, learn about building classic radio collections of your own. You can contact me, find our social media links, and buy me a copy to help us acquire additional classic radio collections and to help us keep our distribution channels up and running. classicradio.stream. Thanks for tuning in. Tell all your friends the great radio shows are right here at this spot on the dial. Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox on your favorite station.